Alright, so I'm finally sitting down to record this one the day before. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, because both this next song and... Oh boy, okay. Why do I never do my intros right? Anyway, more epic than musical. We're doing the next... Maybe the next two. I'll figure it out depending on how long recording it takes. The last two songs of the Wisdom Saga, Love in Paradise and God Games. Now, I'm not quite sure, is because these are both longer songs. Love in Paradise is 4 minutes. God Games is 5 minutes. I think this is unironically the longest song in the saga. Let's scroll through. Yeah. God Games is unironically the longest song in the entire musical so far. And there's a lot to talk about in it. And while we are still waiting on our usual suspects for Animatics, you know, Gigi and Inflamators to work on. Actually, I do think Gigi did a We'll Be Fine Animatic up on her Patreon, so go check that out if you do. I'm not, because I'm broke as shit, so I can't really support anyone on Patreon, even though I like to sometimes. Anyway, so I'll probably watch some of those again once we get to them. But anyway, so we're gonna have two others lined up from other animators that we usually don't see. So today, for example, we're gonna be reacting to the Love in Paradise animatic from Pixel, which new. I don't think I've seen anything from them. I watched the first few minutes. They have a nice style that I actually want to go through. It does not look bad. And then the God Games animatic will be from Mumder. Both of them I have not seen much of from anything else, because they're probably newer to the scene. It is what it is. But anyway, to get the usuals out of the way, go listen to the songs again. Go support the animators if you feel so inclined. And then come here and maybe leave a like and subscribe. I don't really know. Support the channel. Watch my streams if you feel like it. I do games basically Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. I should probably say that. I don't know. I don't pay attention to my fucking metrics. We're 2 minutes in. I can curse now. Anyway, let's see. I'm considering it. I'll probably edit it onto. I know that Jorge also actually put up one segment from this song that was done by Murchie, and I watched it. It's really good. Murchie is great as ever. I was considering watching it as part of this video, but maybe if I do a thing where I compile, like maybe I'll compile a playlist of like all the live stream animatics, and then I'll go through those more. So like the solo one that I did. Things to consider, you know. Anyway, let's see what Pixel has for interpretations of Love in Paradise, which is the Calypso song. There's also a segment that Purple Sky DL actually did of this song, and I'm ready to be emotionally ruined. Let's just put it that way. Oh boy, here we go.
Old friend, it's been 10 years since I last saw you.
Okay, so nice that we follow off of that, so we open on Athena instead. And this is a nice Athena design. I like that, again, keeping the white eyes. They have a much more realistic style, which, again, always good. Always fun to see different interpretations. I feel like I need to set something on my phone just so that way I don't get calls when I'm busy, but I don't know about that. I don't like being in the middle of recording, and then I get a phone call that interrupts me. Oh, that's going to be an awkward edit. Anyway, okay, you know what? I'm going to restart the song just so that way we don't have an interruption.
Old friend,
Okay.
it's been 10 years since I last saw you. Remember.
Okay, so correction from what I said at the end of We'll Be Fine. 10 years. It's been 10 years in full, so it was like a few years after the whole Cyclops thing. So I was corrected in the comments there. So, but because I heard the segment too from the Merchant segment, so we're gonna rewind through a whole bunch of songs first. So this is gonna be interesting. I want to see how Brit portrays this time. Jorge calls it the time dive. So this will be interesting. Oh. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a good Poseidon design. Hold up. Oh, that's a good Poseidon. Holy shit. Oh, I like that. Very flowy. Also, this is a fun way to show it. So, in the Murchie animatic, more of an animation, it was basically like Athena was diving through recreations of these events, right? To follow after Odysseus' trail. Oh, that's fun. Also, the remixes of the songs for this are great. Holy crap, it's so good. It was... Oh,
Captain, I have to see her. But we'll die. I know.
ooh.
Odysseus, where did you go?
Well, the boat. I mean, it washed up somewhere, an island, because this man's luck is non-existent. Okay, that's a really fun introduction to the song, having Athena effectively wind through time. Visibly speaking, it's kind of like it's kind of interesting that in a sense of way, at least in the scope of the play, Athena seems to have some maybe minor dominion over time. I know that in main Greek mythology, Kronos is taken as a god of time, which is where, chrono, that's where we get the root word for time from, Cronus. So, but it is interesting. It's definitely not like full time, though. It's like she can peer through it, probably because it always has to do with thought. So I think rather than going through time itself, it's more like she was scanning Odysseus's memories because she was so connected to him or something. I don't know. Someone will probably explain the deeper lore in the comments. Anyway, let's see how our man is suffering. Ooh. Vibe immediately changed. I'm sorry. Is that a steel drum? That's an immediate vibe change. I have heard snippets. I've heard snippets. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard snippets, but I love the. That's just such a vibe change, though. Ooh. Oh, this is a nice calypso. Okay, so I do remember. I do think this comes from like the canon quote unquote design. The dreads are nice. Nice dreads are always cool.
Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while.
Try and put yourself in Odysseus' shoes. Your ship and men just get zapped by Zeus, and then you wake up and you're on some island, and then you're being sunned to by some woman. Okay, oops.
Swore that you were dead when you washed up on my isle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope? She's my wife.
Oh my god, every time I've heard this bit from snippets, the awkward silence. I think from the play, from the live stream, Gigi actually handled this one of the segments for the song, and it was just the most awkward look from Calypso. I'll need to play. God, I need to play these. I'll probably do a couple videos of those going through. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to do a couple of those after this while we wait for the next saga and other animatics. Oh, I have to. Anyway, of that awkward silence, and then, anyways, literally just moving on from the subject.
I've got all you could want here, all you could need here. Just you and me, my dear, my love for life. Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time. I'm not your man. I'm what you want here.
Ooh. I love that. Okay. Oh, talking about a lyrical remix. I love using that. Keeping the tone of I'm not your man, but to I'm not your man here. Odysseus wants none of this. Look, this is a loyal Odysseus. This is an Odysseus who's determined to be loyal and not cheat on his wife. Like, come on. Don't do this to the man. Don't torture him. But then again, I think she's a goddess or a titaness. I forget which one. I forget which one she's supposed to be. I think it changes based on the interpretation of the story. I don't know.
What you need here, just you and me, my love in paradise. Now till the end of time, from here on out, you're mine. Oh, I could kill you where you stand. I'm no.
Ooh, and we get the Odysseus tone too. Ooh, we're back to this as the flow changes here. Ooh, no, he's so pissed. I mean, understandably so.
Pet, I'm a married man. Oh, handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
Okay, so she's supposed to be a goddess in this interpretation. Got it. Understood, Jorge. Understood.
Goddess, you're adorable. Bow down.
My cat's whining to be let in, but I can't. Also, what the hell? I did not notice that.
Now to the immortal Calypso, here
Ooh.
to entertain. But fear not, I bring no pain, 'cause we got all we could want here,
Ooh, the visual effects. Oh, those are some cool visual effects, though. Also, kind of raunchy, but thankfully not YouTube troublesome anyway. But still, the visual effects there are cool. Having it like the blue light as it forms stuff. Ooh. Jesus, someone help my boy! Someone help my boy! He doesn't want this! He doesn't want this! Help my boy! Help him! Save him from the crazy Yandere Island goddess, please!
7 years she's kept you trapped out of your control. Time can take a heavy toll.
Oh, so yeah, so that was like when he ended up there, so it's... Okay, so after 7 years, what do we got? Okay. Oh, he's mega depressed! Oh no, he's mega depressed now.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You
Also, the fact she called him Odie, oh man, that hurts.
don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I long knew, every friend I saw them die, and all I hear are screams.
Come back inside, dear love of my life. Come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside your heart.
All I hear are
I love
screams.
you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died. Please stay
eyes.
away from harm. Stay in my open arms.
Okay, hearing the full thing. The moment she said open arms, I felt dread in my heart. Jorge! Jorge, when I get you! Oh, jeez. Jay, you owe me therapy bills. Jay, you're gonna owe me so many therapy bills. Oh. Okay, let's dial that back, though. Okay. For a second, though, before we dial back and before I ruin my heart, I do want to talk about Calypso a bit, because her story is actually really sad. Like, I forget the full details of the story, because I forget why, but she's basically stuck on this island for all time and all eternity, right? It's just her. Sure, it's an island paradise, but she's on her own. She doesn't have anyone to share it with, so it's like why whenever someone washes up, she almost instantly falls in love with them because she doesn't have anyone to share it with. I mean, let's see. Obviously, we have it happen to Odysseus here. It happens in Percy Jackson, in the Percy Jackson books, fucking twice, this poor girl. Like, first it happens with Percy, but Percy had Annabeth, so he had to leave, and also they thought he was dead because it's Percy. Pretty sure they assume he dies, like, 5 different times, and each, like, at least once per book, actually. And then Leo, oh, my boy Leo, he tried. Oh, he tried. I didn't finish that segment, so I don't know if he succeeded or not, but God, my boy Leo tried. He was the one who decided he wanted to stick around, but he had to help his friends. He was like, I'm gonna help you get off the island, because Leo's a goat. Anyway, time for Jorge to time to get another thing added to the list of my therapy bills that Jorge is gonna owe me later.
Stay in my open arms.
He needs my help.
Oh my God, that was so good, but also, just to reference kind of the Purple Skies animatic, someone left a comment on that one where if it wasn't for a musical during that part, during this, just during this, listen. Imagine if this wasn't a musical and there wasn't a need to hold a note. Imagine this as just a raw scream of anguish. Imagine that for a second. Jorge You owe me therapy bills. How dare you? Like, Odie is appropriately depressed here. This is exactly the level of depression I expected. It hurts me so much. I may not be sounding it, but it hurts. Oh, it hurts so much to listen to. This is just a sad song. Also, but props to Brit Power Pixel. That is such a great animatic, and that is such a good style. I love the way Calypso is portrayed too. So good, so good. Now, time for a mood change to God Games, which is a big one. Why did it? Okay, YouTube playlist fucking up. Jesus. Okay. Now, so Mumder, thank you for the animatic. Let's see how you interpreted this absolute monster of a song. Like, dude, I know like Annie Flama and I think Neil Illustrator are also working on one. Neil Illustrator put out a post and he said like it's like 5,000 frames so far, and I'm like, oh no. These are monster projects, and I applaud the people willing to work on these. Good lord. It is a long song with a lot of different segments. So let's go. Time to go through the entire Greek pantheon. Oh, hi, Hermes. Oh, wait, okay, hold on a second. So as we get here, first off, this Athena clearly seems to be inspired by, like, Annie, I'm pretty sure that's Wolfie's, and some touch of Annie's, I don't know, definitely with, like, the less fully human details. I want to get that Zeus design, though. I want to get that Zeus. I want to talk about it a bit. Okay, rare is it to see in any kind of portrayal, and I think I brought this up before, where Zeus is actually portrayed as pretty young looking. We're so oddly used to Zeus being portrayed as like this white-haired, bearded, grand king of the gods, when he's the youngest sibling of the Olympians, at least the original ones before they started all having children and shit. He's the youngest of the original children by Kronos. So him being portrayed like as if he's the oldest one never actually made a lot of sense when you think about it. He's explicitly the youngest brother, especially of the big three of him, Poseidon, and Hades. Hades is the oldest. Hades should be the one to look like an old man, if you want to go with that way. But, it's, adding that kind of fatherly king of the gods look, making Zeus look older does track to how they do it. But still, he is supposed to be the youngest brother. And so it is neat to see, kind of like from the live stream animatics, where it was indeed a younger looking Zeus. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. This is fun. This is gonna be fun. Again, I like also using the same kind of Athena design, the slightly inhuman kind of bird-like face and eyes. That's really nice to see more people do.
Divine intervention. Is that what you seek? That were placed on that Greek. You are playing with thunder.
Technically, this isn't a Achaean, but whatever. Details.
For a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game?
Also, again, God, Luke Holt, his voice is so good. Also, yeah, this is very much a Zeus thing. All right, let's make it a game. If you want to free him, let's make a game of it.
Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Everyone else.
Apollo!
I love the introductions here. Oh, this is like another segment that I think was interpreted as being very video game-like. It's I'll probably talk about it when I get there. With the live play stream stuff.
Hephaestus! Aphrodite! Ares!
All these intros.
Or me.
Okay, so basically some of the big ones. Not all of the gods, but mostly the ones who probably haven't. I mean, let's see. Hermes has already helped out Odysseus before, so there's no need to convince him. He'd be like, yeah, no, let him go, because it's his great-grandson. Come on, why? He'd be biased. Oh, but these are all such good designs. We'll talk about them more once I can actually stop them, but those are fun looks. Also, I love how universally it is when we get to Ares, how his face is always shadowed over by his helmet, and it's just like a glaring red eye or two.
What do you say?
Great.
Very well. All right.
Bring it.
I'm a fan of catchy songs, so with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
It's funny that his gripe is the sirens. Oh god, his gripe being the sirens is funny. Which, you know, he is the god of song, music, and prophecy, and he's cursed me more than a couple of times. Fuck you, Apollo.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
If that's true, release him.
Alright, that was quick. Alright, cool. Convinced him pretty easily. He's like, okay, fine. Ooh. So I didn't talk about the Apollo. I mean, it's Apollo. It's an Apollo design. He's a pretty boy. But I like this. Okay, this is a fun way to kind of show Hephaestus, and this, I'm pretty sure this is directly from, more or less from the live stream Animatic. Portraying Hephaestus as more of like a waspy older guy compared to a lot of portrayals. There's a lot of portrayals of Hephaestus that portray him as a bit more kind of larger, a bit more pudgy, you know, kind of like a bigger, stockier dude. The guy who works a forge all the time. But something about portraying him as more waspy and small kind of as an interesting way. Also, fun tidbit about Hephaestus I learned from the short animatic that was posted. Hephaestus is voiced by Jorge's father, so really fun. It was funny because at first I thought it was Jorge, but no, it's his dad, which is neat. Oh. Oh, wait, okay. Okay, oops. I accidentally hit the L key.
If that's true, release him.
And same with the music too. I like the lead-in with using the sound of clanking metal for Hephaestus because, you know, God of the Forge. Makes sense, makes sense. I do like this as a way to introduce a bunch of other godly motifs, actually. Like, let's go back and listen to Apollo's. Okay, what was Apollo's intro?
Bring it.
Harps. Naturally. A harp tune. Naturally, because Apollo is very heavily associated with them. And the Hermes a bit too, because, you know, he made the harp he gave to Apollo. That's a really funny story, actually. We keep dialing back, it's fine.
If that's true, release him.
I like how I found a way to barely leave Apollo's segment before yapping, but it's fine. That's what these reactions are about. Oh, I like Athena's face too when she sees it's Hephaestus next. It's like, oh, come on. He's gonna be stubborn.
Trust is not given, is forged. Why should I give in my support? He sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
And gives her the spirit too. Also, that another fair argument is like, oh, he sacrificed his cohort. They betrayed him first, actually, though. Also, they didn't listen to him, like, ever. Again, gentle reminder, there are so many times when he's told the crew, hey, don't do this thing or else we'll be in trouble. And they're like, cool, we won't do it. They then proceed to do the thing. Repeatedly, they do it so many times. Even more times than even the play has portrayed. They do it so often, and it always bit them in the ass. So yeah, that's not exactly his fault. Who's next? Ooh. That's a stylish intro for Aphrodite. Hold on, let's play that again. Also, I like this climb between them. It very much hits that idea of, like, a stage transition. Again, this is a very video gamey inspired song in terms of how it plays out. So having that da 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 da, that climb very much gives the idea of like a transition screen. Basically, imagine as if Athena, I think this is kind of what it's supposed to be like. Athena's like going up a tower to then converse with each of the other gods to convince them to let Odysseus free. So makes sense you would have that kind of transition. Also, it's pricking my memory. It sounds like the Infinite Staircase song from Super Mario 64. I know that's definitely not what it's supposed to reference, but still. Also, that's more of a da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, that is just a normal climb tune. What the hell am I talking about? That's just an average tone climb. I like going for this kind of breathy style, and then the clapping. Ooh, that's nice. With not as many instruments in the back. Oh, Aphrodite basically immediately went for the throat there. Oof.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Oh, that's a fun way to portray Ares, like that shadow monster thing. Also, of course, Ares interrupts when Aphrodite is about to have some trouble. The fucking bitch. Asshole!
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, pathetic and weak like his son.
Oh, see, yeah, of course Ares would be against using guile and trickery against things. He's a god of war and combat and honor. Come on, those are his least favorite things. But also going for the throat, targeting, oh no, don't go for Telemachus like that, man. Ooh.
Hold your tongue now. Here's my friend.
Oh, Ares bitching out to hide behind Aphrodite. Look at her. She's pissed too. She's like, are you kidding me? The moment she snaps back, are you? God, you're a bitch.
And tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. Want more bloodshed, then set him free. To get back to his homestead, he'll make everybody bleed.
Oh, he will, all right. I like using that to convince Ares, though. It's like, oh, you want to see more bloodshed? Fine, send him home. Let him deal with all the suitors going after his wife. Then you want to see bloodshed? Bet. Oh yeah, they were being so. Of course though. Of course they back each other up, kind of, sorta. Also, calling out freaking Aphrodite like that. A broken heart can mend. Shut up. It's like, come on.
Hey, baby.
Going for the groove. Oh, okay. Going for the groove with Hera. That's cool. Also, where's the peacock aesthetics? We need to see that shit. Actually, it makes sense to go for the groovy, because that's her animal, a peacock. And male peacocks are very flashy. So yeah, go for the disco groove.
So many heroes, so many tales. Give me one good
Yes, Athena, you're probably gonna have to join in on the groove.
reason why you should bring fame. He's got the mind of a genius. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny.
It's like, what can I convince her with? I don't know.
Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him.
Perfect. Yep. If you're going to convince Hera with anything, it would be that he's loyal and has never cheated on his wife. And hey, Zeus, buddy, pal, you want to talk about that one a little bit? Yep. Instant way to get on Hera's good side. He's loyal, never cheated on his wife, despite 10 years having gone by. It's like, fine. He's like, yep, okay, let him go. All right, Zeus. What do you got? What do you got?
I played your game and won. Release him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame.
Yes. Yes, shame. Call it out. Feel shame for the cheater you are, Zeus. You're an asshole.
No one beats me. No one wins my game.
God damn it, Zeus. Yeah, no wonder Hephaestus gave her a spear. Ooh. Every other god like Zeus, come on, man. Oh shit.
Is she dead?
Nope. Oh damn. Ah, with her time tricks. The Warrior of the Mind tune. Ooh. Maybe one day. Yes, the tune comes back to Motivator and at young Odysseus. Okay, let's sound that back. Hold on. And we'll make a greater tomorrow. Odysseus. Oh, that's so cool though. So Odysseus and then Telemachus. Aw. Power of friendship for the win, bitch! Ah, goddess and man, bestest of friends. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm gonna be so hyped to see how others portray that moment. Just this alone was real good. Oh, absolute props for that. Holy shit, that was so good. Oh man, I'm so ready for other things. Jesus. Also, musical callbacks. You gotta love them. And oh, that hurts. Athena trying so hard. Also, Zeus, a petty little bitch. Gotta be said. Oh, Zeus, you petty little bitch. Petty little bitch. Oh, but that just is such a... again, oh god, I have nothing to say. I'm just making noises and this stuff like this, like, oh. No, but good sons. The musical callbacks too. Introducing a bunch of new motifs for like half a dozen characters is really cool. But then calling back to Warrior of the Mind, having it go from the piano tone then to freaking brass. Oh, or hey, you still owe me therapy bills, but props to you and everyone on your crew. Oh, geez, these sagas are good. And oh boy, the next few are going to be real interesting, and also potentially very heart-tearing going by some of the WIPs. I am not ready for whatever the official title is going to be of the one where Telemachus and Odysseus finally meet. I've heard some of the WIPs for that, and I'm not ready for the full thing. That's going to ruin me. Anyway, that was the Wisdom Saga. For now, obviously, we're going to come back once there's more animatics while we wait for the next one, because it's probably going to... I doubt Mr. Jalapeno is going to drop another saga on us before 2024 is done. We'll see, considering the way this man works. We'll see. Anyway, to the next video. Might be the live stream animatics next, because that would be a fun compilation to talk about. We'll see.